Alright guys, so yeah, let's talk about full armor double Zader. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, like, should I go in hand for this unit? I did. I won't lie to you guys. I think after the initial summoning, I went back in a little bit. I shouldn't say a little bit. I went full pity. All right, because I think my plan was actually, because of the clan battle, I was trying to get in a few copies of Sasabi so we can probably do some buffers, this high percentage, better timers on the stun. So that was kind of my plan on it. I wasn't particularly trying to go for this unit by enemies. I swear I wasn't trying to go in a little bit more for this unit. But throughout my findings, by the time you guys are watching this, I should have already recorded kind of the initial showcase and then the unit enhancement showcase, just to give you guys a better idea how the unit works. So I already have a full knowledge of, like, alright, how good this unit would be in terms of, like, in the arena aspects, in the general content aspects, like what are we looking at. So if you guys are someone that is, like, really looking for, like, a top tier tank, I would not lie, this is one of it. Okay, it's definitely one of the more superior tanks to be looking at, because when we do take a look at the kit, you got guard rate, you got EXQ, damage taken down reduction, so you have all these really good utility that, I mean, like, this is a good qualification of a good tank. But the problem is, by the time that we're getting this now, I mean, we just had the O last year, we had Penelope. So I feel like those are relatively good enough tanks. So if you guys are not looking for, like, any extra or any more powerful tanks, then you guys can skip this unit for sure. All right, because I'm still gonna keep it to my words. I'm just gonna say the purple DO is going to be the one that you guys want to go for, 1000%. I'm not gonna change my stat on it. It's not gonna be coming out anytime soon. It's not going to be coming out in the first few quarters, or the first few months of the year. It's going to be, I want to say, maybe later down the year, maybe near the second year anniversary, or maybe even a little bit earlier than that. I'm still going to stick to my ground. The O is just a pinnacle of a unit. I think being a tank, being whatever that monsters of a unit is, it excels in both arena, general content, and I don't know what to tell you guys. That unit is just that good. So with that said, I'm just gonna say, if you guys do already have, like, decent tanks like Penelope, the O, even like Hazel Custom, those are going to be good enough tanks for you guys to, like, prolong your saving for, like, another tank. Even GPO 2, those are great tanks people use in arena. You don't necessarily need this one for arena. And for general content wise, this unit cannot sustain concentrated attacks. This unit is just not the same as Penelope. It does not have extra threshold of the guard rate compared to Penelope. So this one, right from the get-go, it's not, it's gonna suffer a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of what I would say. So even though you do have two of the best defensive mechanics for the time being, EXQ, damage reduction, the guard rate, but I still feel like it's not enough for the general content. For arena, it will be exceptional, but for general content, I don't think it's gonna be that great. So going from top to bottom, I'm just gonna quickly go over everything. So EXQ damage wise is definitely pretty good. To blue allies, 26% damage. So I would have wished that in terms of, like, a damage increase, this would have been like another defensive mechanics that would have been better, but kind of it is what it is, obviously. Skill 1, we definitely went over that already. So this is kind of like the killer. You decrease the go rate by 5%, stacking up to 20 times for 10 seconds when you're getting hit. So if you unfortunately do receive a lot of hit within those 10 seconds window, then unfortunately this right there is going to go down pretty fast. It's going to deplete ridiculously fast. So that's obviously not going to be fun for sure. On top of that, this unit is gonna get a inflict unavoidable status. So right off the bat, you can't avoid it all. So when you're building this unit, you shouldn't focus on having evasion, because you can't have it. You just cannot. So Skill 2, unlock the high mega cannon. On taking damage, restore EX skill gauge by 3%. On taking damage for 10 seconds, increase damage by 5%, stacking up to 10 times. So that's good. This right here would be benefited into the EX skill as well, so that's definitely not too terrible. Double beam rifle is going to be the range, hyper beam saber, the proximity or the close combat, and the high mega cannon. Okay, that's pretty standard package right there. Transcendent skill, max HP 25%, or range damage by 36%, and restore EX skill gauge by 50. Okay, so yeah. So you can definitely go into negative guard rate, so you can't guard at all. So you do definitely have to be careful on that. Going to Judau, I think Judau it's definitely going to be a must-have in a way. So Judau actually does give you an extra 24%. So that is going to net you at what, 69% if my map is correct. So 69% you already know it's not going to be enough, because if you do take more hits than you needed to, then it's kind of GG for the fast. All right, unfortunate. So if you are planning to use fast per se, you definitely do need a pilot that can at least give you the car rate. I believe one of the pilots in the Total War Exchange actually does have car rate, so let me just confirm that real quick. So if you guys end up not summoning for Judau per se, you can definitely use this one as well. So this one is almost the same at honestly, 17%, 12%. So I mean, like, yeah, you can probably skip Judau and just use a budgeted version of it. But kind of keep that in mind, you are going to be losing out a total of 7%. I mean, 7% doesn't make the biggest deal. That's one stack of the damage you take. But if you guys do want a much more well-rounded pilot for the fast, then I would say go for this one. But if not, I think Cali and that one would be good as well. So as far as skill 2, there are going to be a lot of ways to gain resistance. There's 3 instances of it. So you can actually stack this up to 120% if all of them are gonna get triggered. So heavy armor, successful unit, AU affiliated, so 8%, stacking up to 5 times. So initially you are gonna be getting 24, and then more and more up to 120%, and you're getting also range sense as well. So 3 stacks of 18 times 5. So that is, if my quick map is right, that is 90 times 3. So 360. Okay, 360 is actually pretty decent, I guess. Oh, no, sorry. 227. Yep, that should be right. Yeah, 227. Yeah, 227 is not too terrible, I guess. I mean, this unit wouldn't really be doing a lot of like range damage, but I guess they wanted us to have that. But overall, just for a final conclusion, if you guys do already have the O, Penelope, or any of the other stronger tanks at this current time of the recording, then you do not need this unit. It's simply, I would say, more or less like a budgeted version of Penelope. But other than that, if you guys are truly waiting for the next big and bad tank, you definitely do want to wait for the purple DO. That unit, it is going to be a game changer for sure. 1000%. So you guys can definitely skip on this unit if you guys do want to. But other than that, that is going to be it for me, and I will be catching you guys all on the next one.